Hi, Tim here from World of Sleuths with my uh, reading update. If you notice, I am doing this one on Wednesday, and which I've been wanting to do. I got back on track, you, but I remember I got behind earlier this month. Uh, so, with that said, let me start showing you what I read. Well, first of all, the first one is I did it. Well, first of all, I'll tell you we've had a snowstorm that was yesterday and today, and but even here we've got like at least 6 inches. I think we got where I live, but even before that started, it was real cold out, like on Monday and stuff, and I think did it start like Sunday? Our furnace stopped working right. Around the highest we could get it to go was 70 degrees in here, but a lot of times it was a lot less than that. And in real cold weather, you want a warm place. So called the maintenance. Yeah, on Monday. Yeah, it happened on Sunday because on Monday morning I got up. I was freezing when I got up. Went and checked the thermostat. It said it was at 64 in the apartment. So I called the maintenance guy, and he came in to looked at the furnace, some, and he tried some stuff and figured it would heat up, but needless to say, and then he also lit the pilot light for our. We have a gas fireplace. He lit the pilot light for that. I wasn't sure how to go about it on it. No instructions on that here. So we were being able to use fireplace to help heat up the living room anyway for a couple days, and the cats loved that because they started lying down in front of the fireplace to warm up. But still, yesterday morning when I got up, it was down to 63 in the apartment. But anyway, he did some tinkering around to get in the furnace, and he told me how to reset the furnace if we were having problems. I did that like a couple times yesterday afternoon and like last evening, and guess what? It finally started coming up to the temperature we have the thermostat set for. So I'll finally have it working and not needing to use a gas fireplace. But enough of that. I'll start showing you what I've been reading and stuff. First of all, I did finish a book. It's the one that I've been reading around the longest. You could say that's straight. I should say the longest I've been reading it straight. That's Woman in White. And for those of you that have read it, know that it's a lengthy book. It's a slow read, but it's a good book. The story I actually liked. I haven't written my review of it yet. I'll probably do that either this evening or tomorrow because I'm trying to finish another book tonight. And so with that, I've rated it 5 stars. Or 5 arrows, I should say. I give it 4 stars on Goodreads, but I gave it 5 stars for my review. As you probably remember, I started doing the arrow rating in mine because there are so many books that I felt were somewhere between a 3 and 4, and I don't give anything like a half star rating or anything like that. So I pretty much implemented it, 6 arrows to so I can so that even better than what I could on Goodreads. So I'll get to the books I'm still reading. The first one is Father Brown, the complete collection. I'm 79% of the way done on it, and I should be able to finish it within the next 2 or 3 days. This one, because I have like around 100 pages left to go on it. Just that I'm not that fast of reading with my health problems and stuff, and my eyes aren't really the greatest, but I love to read. The next book I'm reading is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by Mike Ripley. Like I said, this is a nonfiction book about the spy and espionage thrillers written in the between the mid-50s and through the 70s, and the book's getting pretty good there. I've been and it's all about British ones by British authors, and I've got a list of authors to look for when I go looking at books and stuff, and also some that are in the public domain. The next one I'm reading is actually the one that I started the longest time ago, but I restarted it. This is the Craig Kennedy's Scientific Detective Mega Pack. I'm on this first book in it, because this has it's just full of novels, and I'm doing the novels separate, so because they're complete novels, and why should I count it all as one book, where instead I'm counting it as each book separate, or each novel separate, or in the case of the one I'm reading now, The Silent Bullet, it's a collection of short stories that they tie together some. Then the next one I'm reading is another one that's from a collection that's from the 8 Tarzan novels by Edgar Rice Burroughs. It's like the 8 that were in the public domain before the first of this year, because another one's been added this year. And I'm reading I'm reading the first book in it, Tarzan of the Apes. I'm 21% of the way through that. Oh, and Craig Kennedy, or for The Silent Bullet, I'm 30% of the way through it, and with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, I'm 32% through it. The next book I'm reading is Deception Plate by Dan Brown. I'm 81% of the way through it, and that should be finishing it within the next few days. I have like 140 pages left in it, and then I'm also reading Kiss It Girls by James Patterson, the second book in the Alex Cross series, which is it's pretty good already, and I'm 37% of the way and it's about like a lot of college women being kidnapped and murdered in the Chapel Hills, North Carolina area, and they know it's a serial killer, but they don't know who it is yet. So, but I'm only 37% of the way through in it, so a little over a third of the way. And then the next one is it's from the book for Complete Mysteries by Robert Bernard. I'm reading the first book in it, which is Death by Sheer Terror. I'm under 60 pages left to read in it. That's a book I'm trying to finish reading tonight. And it's a pretty good book. It's about the main protagonist in it is a police detective in Britain, like the London area or something. Well, anyway, he's been estranged from his family for a number of years, ever since he went and joined the army. And his family have money, and they're all eccentrics, you could say. But his dad, you found out in the paper that his dad was murdered, or not murdered, but was dead, and the family kept saying that it was by accident or suicide, and the way he found out from his superior was that he was killed in a thing called strapado or something like that. That was a form of torture that the Spanish Inquisition had used. But they were so the police were considering it to be a murder. And like I said, I'm going to try finishing it tonight and probably write the review tomorrow. And as soon as I write the reviews for that and The Woman in White, I'll put the links to the reviews down below. And the last book I'm reading is Across to Bear by Vince Vogel. I'm 36% of the way through that, and it's pretty good. It's about women being killed, murdered, and their bodies being, after they are murdered, their bodies being nailed to a cross and put like in some woods or a vacant area where their bodies found. And the police this takes place in England, also near London, and the police are baffled with it. They have some ideas of some people that might be behind it, but they're not entirely sure. And well, that's all the books I have for you for this time. So, oh yeah, and I was also going to say for my group read along for next month's read is Cat and Mouse by James Patterson. It's a fourth book in the Alex Cross series. I'm behind in my books. I'm trying to get Kiss the Girls done as soon as possible so I can start reading Jack and Jill, and hopefully I'll get caught up by the end of February. I should be able to. Well, that's all I have for you for this time. So until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.